Ronald.
Howdy, Ronnie.
Together, we're the Rons.
Ronnie, do you remember that time we were on vacation together? It was our whole families, and we were just like starving, and we could not figure out a place to eat. The one time we didn't like plan ahead.
Yes, I totally remember that. Picture this: you've got 4 adults hungry, like borderline hangry.
Yeah.
And then you've got 5 kids that all are starving, and everybody wants to go eat. So what do? Ronald and I take charge, and we say, okay, we're gonna go here. And then they're like, we don't wanna do it. We're like, okay, well, where do you all wanna eat? Like, I don't care, we just wanna eat anywhere, we're starving.
Yeah.
So Ronald and I start peppering different places. I want sushi, I don't feel like sushi. I want this, oh, I can't, I'm gluten free. And every time we brought up a scenario, somebody couldn't eat. It was so frustrating.
Oh man, yeah, and I know this happens so many ways, but there's ways to avoid it. A big group of people, how do you do that? You know what, Ronnie? I think we should talk about that. How do you avoid that?
I like this topic, let's do it.
Yeah, Ronnie, that was a disaster. I mean, being so hungry, being in such a bad mood, and then having all of us in bad moods trying to figure out some place to eat. It's like you can't even enjoy the meal after you figure it out.
Totally, and that day, you know, that whole meal, frankly, ended terribly.
Yeah.
You know, we went back and forth for a good half hour. By the time we finally zeroed in on a restaurant, we couldn't get in. We couldn't even get in. We spent all that time figuring a place out. We couldn't even get a reservation.
So what did we end up doing? We just had to like grab snacks at the gas station? What did we do?
We went to the grocery store, we came home, and we threw a pizza in the oven.
Oh,
it was
my gosh.
terrible.
Oh yeah. You end up having to go make your own food at home because you can't even figure out the thing you're gonna eat.
Let's talk about this. How would you? Like, you have a group of people, whether it's family, whether you're getting out of a meeting and you want to go get lunch. Like, there's always this scenario where you have a group of people that you want to go eat with, but nobody's willing to be decisive and everyone wants to be indecisive about where to go.
Thanks, everybody. A great meeting. We got a few minutes left. How about we figure out where to eat? Let's celebrate. Let's go out to lunch together. What do you guys think? Where do you want to go? Jimmy, what do you think?
I'm good with wherever. I'm good with anything.
Okay, well, how about pizza?
I'm not really feeling pizza today. Anywhere but that, it should be good.
Well, everybody else kind of was into pizza, but okay. All right, sushi. Anyone? Sushi? Anybody?
I had fish last night. I can't do it 2 nights in a row.
No problem. We'll try something else. Oh, there's that new Indian place right around the corner. Everybody loves that place.
I can't do Indian. This doesn't sit well with my stomach. I can't do it.
Okay. Everybody loves Mexican. Come on, Mexican. Let's go, guys.
No, it's Tuesday. I have Taco Tuesday night at home. I can't do Mexican twice in a day.
I tell you what, Jimmy, you decide.
I mean, I'm good with whatever. Whatever you want, it's fine.
The more people you have, look at it this way, the more time you should have to figure this out. And I'm talking about, you might want days. Like, there's reasons why you make dinner reservations, right? Make lunch reservations. If you've got a group of people, don't leave it to chance.
Yeah, so if I'm in charge, I just don't ask. I just make the reservation, here's where we're going, and if people don't like it, they'll find something on the menu that works with them.
And that works perfectly fine for you because you become the scapegoat, and you have thick skin, no problem with that. I'm the same way. I'll make a decision. They don't like it, don't eat. It's no problem, no skin off my nose. But not everybody's like that.
That's
Some
true.
people really care and wanna figure it out for folks. So if you do plan ahead, you could actually do a little bit of a voting system and do a democratic way. But then with that, what are you gonna do about the allergies? So now you gotta itemize the allergies.
Right.
So you almost need an assistant, someone to help you handle all this.
It's funny, I had a meeting where we were in this exact scenario. There was maybe 8 of us, and nobody could figure out where we wanted to go to lunch. So I thought of a creative way to do it.
Okay.
So in this scenario, we had a whiteboard in the conference room, and I said, okay, everybody name your top place that you want to go. And I wrote down all the names in there. And there was I want to say 5 different names that came up there.
Okay.
And I said, okay, we're going to one of these 5 places, and we're going to vote. And very simply, whoever has the most votes wins. And we ended up going around the room, and we had a tie. I said, okay, now we have 2 names left. We're gonna do another vote. And we ended up having a winner, and there were a few people that were upset, but it was clearly fair in the majority of the people. So that was one scenario that worked really well.
Sometimes you're just brain dead when you're just so hungry, and you can't even think, and you think you'll pretty much eat anything, but then when you're there, you just complain about it.
You say to somebody, you're like, where do you want to eat? And they're like, I don't care.
Anywhere.
And then no matter what you say, they don't want to go there.
Yeah.
Like, go anywhere but there.
Yeah, or they're okay with it, but then afterwards you ask them, so how was it? I didn't like it. Wish we went someplace else. Why didn't you speak up in the first place?
Right, exactly. and you know, everybody has an opinion. It's super easy to have an opinion, but they're also not willing to put themselves out and be the one that says, let's go here. They just want to tell you where they don't want to go. They're not going to offer up any creative suggestions of where they actually want to go.
Or after you've asked everybody any limitations, you get to the restaurant, everybody kind of nodded their head around sushi, you get there, and then, oh, did I mention I have a seafood allergy?
Right.
It's like,
right.
You got to speak up if you're gonna be part of this group outing. You better speak up soon.
Yeah, and then you know the other thing is if you're walking to this restaurant or driving to the restaurant, you know it's always a function now of like, okay, on the way there, somebody's going to see something else that they want. You know, you may decide on sushi. You're walking, and you walk past 3 places, and someone's like, oh, I wanted barbecue.
Yeah.
You know, and then what happens? The group splits up. You're gonna go in 2 separate places. You're like, fine, just go wherever you want. I don't care.
Yeah. Another strategy, dude. When I end up being the scapegoat of having to decide where we go, I end up choosing a place that has like everything. It's a good thing nowadays there are restaurants, if you book them well in advance, that have a good smorgasbord of different things, including like vegan and gluten-free and all these different things that you know maybe cover all the bases. That's what I try to do, is just cover all the bases, because you know you don't want to go to some place that is that's like a bread place and they don't have any gluten-free options.
The more diverse it is, the better. You know, like if you think of things like pizza, you know, you got pizza, you got pasta. If you get somebody who's like on a keto diet, what are they going to eat there?
Right.
You know, or if you say something like you said, sushi, and you go, they're allergic to shellfish or allergic to fish in general. What do you do in that scenario?
Yeah. So you're like going down the menu to see if they have any non-seafood stuff, or they've got like salads or any other kind of like Italian stuff that doesn't include pasta or gluten. I mean, it's a lot of work figuring this out, and it's exponentially harder when you have more people. Worst case scenario, you could just throw some restaurant names in a hat and draw one out randomly, and then it's nobody's fault.
I do like that idea. That's not the happiest way for everybody.
I know.
But you know, nobody's unhappy.
Maybe everybody's unhappy and equally unhappy at that point.
Well, you know, all this talk about food has made me a bit hungry. I feel like we should go out to eat, so I'm thinking pizza. What do you think?
Oh yeah, pizza. But you know that begs the question. So what type of pizza are we talking about? You know,
there are a lot of choices.
New York, there's Sicilian, there's Detroit, there's Chicago. I mean, there's all these specialty pizzas nowadays. What do we do?
You know what? I think we should do a show about that. That's a lot of different pizzas.
I know.
I haven't even heard of some. So you know what?
Yeah.
Click here, folks. We're going to talk about pizza.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's go eat some pizza.
We'll
New York style?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
See ya.